Hello and good day. This is Punchline, and we are First News Nation. On Punchline, we discuss national politics, and that's what we do here every time we come on air. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for joining our channel through your device. And talking about channels, let's invite you to all our social media handles. If this is the first time of watching this show, please go ahead to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as YouTube channels at First News Nation. You could also take a step further and on all these platforms, enable notifications so you could get latest updates every time we bring up a new show. I am Samia Jufan. It's a privilege to have you join us. Let's go for a break. When we return, we have the stories that are trending on this show today.
This is Niger Feedback.
All right, welcome back. Let's start with our first story. In Jos Plateau State, that's where the APC, the All Progressives Congress, the ruling party, went for their next presidential rally in the capital city of Jos. Now, that event had three memorable, one sad, but two other memorable and noteworthy occurrences. Number one, there was some crisis, a fracas, right there at the campaign grounds. Whatever that was, we don't know what happened, but it happened. Right there where the president was, we had a fracas within that place. That was it. Until today, we don't know what caused it, what was the outcome of it. This is almost similar to what happened with the PDP presidential campaign rally in Borno State. You know, after the rally, there was an attack on the convoy of the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. Now, in Jos Plateau State, we're having the issue of a fracas. There was a serious fight there. Till today, like I said, we don't know what caused it. The second memorable thing, which is quite unfortunate, was that a member of this Lagos State House of Assembly representing Mushin 2 state constituency slumped and died. Very, very unfortunate. You could see the loyalty that they are moving around with Asiwaju Bola Tinubu this time around, leaving Lagos for Plateau State. And talking about leaving Lagos for Plateau State, so many politicians joined them in Jos Plateau State. 20 governors of the APC were also there to welcome the governor. Over 30 private planes and aircraft, chartered aircraft, were landing at the Jos Airport. It's not an international airport, I don't think so, because that airport is rarely used. It doesn't have as much traffic. But for events of this nature, this is a very serious occurrence. So for the first time in a long time, we saw a lot of traffic at the airports. After that, it will take a long time before we see as much traffic in that airport. But that's not the conversation right now. But the third and the most noteworthy, and the one nobody will forget, is what the APC presidential candidate said after his speech. Now, here's the funny thing. Nobody remembers the fine print of what Bola Tinubu said in that speech. Nobody knows. Nobody remembers. But what he said that everyone will remember is what he said at the end of that speech. He was saying, God bless Nigeria. And then the next thing he said is in this video. Watch, we'll be right back.
God bless Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. God bless APC. APC. God bless APC.
Social media caught that, marinated it, put it in the fridge, brought it out, put it in the oven, brought it out, cut it, fried it, burned it, brought it out, did everything. That particular part of that speech will never be forgotten. As a matter of fact, nothing Tinubu says, nothing he has said in all his meetings, in all his town hall, in all his rallies, there must always be something he says that breaks the yoke. Yeah, he breaks the yoke. So he said, God bless PDP. PDP people are so happy. PDP people, they said this is prophetic. They were on their own. They didn't send anybody. They didn't send Bola Tinubu any message. But then he prayed a prayer that God should bless PDP. Now, social media is now awash with a new logo. There's a new logo on social media. It's a mixture of the umbrella and the broom, because God bless PDP, according to the APC presidential candidate. But that's not my problem. Here's my problem. We'll go back to that video and we see the reaction of someone on the stage, not far away from Bola Tinubu, right there on the stage. When that statement was made, watch this video. See that man to my extreme, my right, yeah, probably to your left. As soon as he said, God bless PDP, look at the way he covered his mouth. The man doesn't have self-control that he can't even cover up the mistakes of his boss on the stage. He can't. Why is that man? I don't know who he is, but why is he on stage? Why would he be there and your boss said one small earth-shattering mistake, just made one atomic bomb mistake? What is an atomic bomb mistake? Saying God bless PDP. It's like God blessing my enemy. Say, God, please give my enemy more. Oh, sorry. And the man used his 5 fingers and covered his mouth. Oh, come on. The other people there on stage, they comported themselves. But the man. Wow. Anyway, I don't think that guy will be following Asiwaju Bola Tinubu anytime soon, anywhere, even to the restroom. You will not be allowed. Man, control yourself. We don't know how many more bombshells might happen in the near future, how many more bombshells will happen as we go down the campaign rally. But for a man to stand there by his principle, just an arm's length, it's really terrible. All right, this is Punchline, and if you have anything to say about the story, please go ahead and drop that in the comments section below. Let's take another short break.
The comment is born out of selfishness. Comment is born out of self-centeredness. Is born out of desperation. Is born out of envy and jealousy. For somebody who was a CBN governor, who should know the importance of investment, which has been acclaimed by other governors to be one of the best that has been done in Anambra State. For such a man to demean such an investment will tell you that he's acting from a selfish point of view. I see Soludo's comment as distraction, and I urge the people of Anambra State to treat it with a pinch of salt, to discountenance it.
You're welcome back. It's still Punchline, and we are First News Nation. I am Sami Ajufo. Don't forget, if you have anything you want to say, any comments about any of the stories we brought to you in the bulletin so far, go ahead and drop them in the comments section below. Follow us on all our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as YouTube. And before we go ahead, with a brand new radio show we're also partnering with on Divine 101.3 FM in Enugu. It's called Your Nation Today. If you're around Enugu, or the north central or all the southeastern states of Nigeria, you want to tune in Mondays through Fridays, I'll be there talking politics as well. Divine 101.3 FM. Let's move to the next story we're about to talk about is from Rivers State, like one of the states that are so politically active. And I said to people, the only way to get Nyesom Wike to stop talking is to get him to stop commissioning projects. 16 projects between the month of November and December, and he's inviting everybody to be part of the commissioning. Imagine that. He called, of all people, he called the biggest, I call him the biggest and the loudest name when we talk about people who have, brought a presence to the APC, former Edo State Governor, former NLC President, and currently a candidate for the Edo State in the Senate under the platform of the APC, Comrade Oshiomhole. He was invited. Oshiomhole is still an APC member. He was invited to commission projects for Governor Nyesom Wike in Rivers State. And there was apologies here and there. And this apology, actually, I'm interested in it because this apology was because of one man. And that would be the governor of Edo State, who is currently under the PDP governor, Godwin Obaseki. The apology Nyesom Wike made, he said, I came to Edo State, I challenged you, I told you you're not going to win, I did this, I did that. And this apology is pointing straight at the fact that Nyesom Wike and Obaseki don't see eye to eye. They don't at all. As a matter of fact, Governor Obaseki is one of those people who are strongly behind Vice President Atiku Abubakar's candidacy, and also strongly behind the stay of the PDP National Chairman, Yocha Ayu. Actually, Governor Obaseki said if Yocha Ayu is asked to step down, then he will leave the People's Democratic Party. This doesn't mean, the G5 governors are not happy about it. So we're seeing that apology in this video, and then we come back for my take. Don't touch your phone, your camera, whatever you're watching this with. I have my take after this.
Nobody can intimidate us. Nobody can tell us what we'll do. Nobody can tell me who is my friend. I will choose my friend. Nobody can choose my friend for me. And so I use this opportunity like I did last time to apologize to you. You know, I came to Edo State to make sure your candidate didn't win the election. And I was virtually in charge every day coming out on television to take you on. And I said you will not win, and that you didn't win.
Mora, nobody gets it mora like we get. Mora, nobody gets it mora like we get.
Well, that assignment has been done, but we now know who is who. I want to tell my people I sincerely apologize. So you, I sincerely apologize. This is a national television. And, you know, each time you learn, people will praise you when you do for them. The day you say, no, you are wrong, they begin to say all sorts of things. But the people stood firm and resisted it. So you did me one, me I did you one. So it's not Gigi, so we forgive ourselves.
All right, you're welcome back. This is my take. Has nothing to do with First News Nation. It's my opinion and mine alone. I'm going to talk about the latest trend on social media from Anambra State. It's not about the floods. It's not about the insecurity. It's about the war between the governor of Anambra State and the former governor, Peter Obi, who is currently the Labour Party presidential candidate. There was a long piece that was written by the current governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo. He tackled the Labour Party presidential candidate, who is also a man from his own senatorial district in his own state. And that has made social media gone haywire. It is so hot on social media. It's competing with the heat in Nigeria. The Hamatan has nothing on these guys. I mean, this long piece was written about the Labour Party presidential candidate. According to Soludo, he said, and I quote, "He, Peter Obi, knows the game he's playing, and we know too. And he knows that we know." Yes, he said the brutal truth is that there are only two persons and parties seriously contesting for president. The rest is exciting drama. This is a governor at one point in time who was most loved by his people when he won the election. Everybody was in support of him. Everyone said it was a wonderful contest. It was a great one. You won. The PDP guy didn't win, even though he had a lot of support. By the way, the PDP guy has moved over to Labour Party. But, you know, he had so much support, so much love from the people. And that love is being tested because of what he said about Peter Obi. And he said, well, Peter Obi's investments in the past had yielded next to nothing. People are asking, isn't it better to applaud the one who actually invested, the one who actually saved? Why are you against Peter Obi?
I needed to explain it, not because I'm defending comment by my brother. My brother is the brother. I remain my brother. We're very close. I remain prayerful for him. For other things which I didn't succeed, God has given him opportunity to do it and succeed. For me, yes. So if there's anything pending, governance, you don't finish. People are still in government in America. So you stop where you stop. Other people will continue from there. I don't look back. He's the governor of my state. I'll always, he's my senior brother. He's even more intelligent because he's a professor. I'm a trader. So he knows more. So he will be able to do things better than I'm doing it. You know, I've done my little own as a trader. Now the professor is there. He will do his own as a professor. The schools that didn't roof, he will roof them.
Hashtags upon hashtags on Twitter. People are after this governor. What does it mean for his second term bid in the next 2 to 3 to 4 years? This is his first tenure. What does this mean for him? Even if Peter Obi wins or he doesn't win, what does this mean for Governor Chukwuma Soludo in his second term bid? Will people forget about what he said about Peter Obi? Will people say, you are the one who tried bringing down your brother, we're not going to allow you go through? What is the outcome of that? We'll be watching to see what happens as things go. Will Peter Obi have ground support in Anambra State if the governor of his own state, from his own senatorial district, is saying this about him? We're going to watch to see how that affects Peter Obi, his obedient movement, and the Labour Party as times go forward. I need to appreciate everyone who was part of this production. My general manager, the production assistants, the men behind the camera, and those who are editing it, and as well for the leadership. Thank you very much. Join us again for next episode. I'll be on Divine 101.3 FM right here in Enugu for your nation. Today we talk politics. Until then, be back here on Punchline. I am Sammy Ajifo. Have a wonderful week ahead.